we do go on some, you know, fairly substantial long trips, as we've just shown in the previous video, back to Ohio and coming to Boston, and then another one that I'll talk about in a little bit, which should be quite exciting. But I got this in the mail upon my return to Boston. So this is our offer to you, 2020 Bolt EV. Thing we've noticed is your adverts starting to appear on things like, you know, my particular passion, English Premier League soccer on NBC. We've started to see the adverts appear for that, albeit kind of a generic Chevrolet family ad, but still the Bolt EV is featured there in the middle of it among trucks and SUVs, so progress of a kind. But this is, you know, this is starting to get the marketing materials. Obviously part of this is just that, you know, we're in the end of a lease, so they're trying to look at, you know, lease loyalty and getting you into a new vehicle. Still advertising gas cars to you, which is you know, not what I want to see, but that is where they make their money at the moment. So the question is, what will your next vehicle be? It definitely won't be a gasser, but I do want it to be, you know, it would be nice to have an option from Chevrolet that was compelling. I don't think that is the 2020 Bolt EV. We have some decisions to make on that, and whether, you know, it's enough of an upgrade to warrant doing that again. I did swing by Myrac Chevrolet, our local dealer, to see if they have any on the lot at the moment. There are none of the 2020 Bolt EVs that they have listed on their site were in the lot, so there's not any opportunity to test drive them yet. But, you know, there's some potential for it to be an interesting addition to those we consider. If you haven't caught a previous video on this, I did a couple of, you know, things we like and don't like about the Bolt EV. I did potential, you know, replacements, because this is a 2017 Premier that we leased. Its lease is up in June this year, so that makes us, you know, in the market essentially for a new electric vehicle or a replacement electric vehicle. The reason we leased initially was precisely for the reason that we now want to consider other vehicles. You know, the market moves so fast, it's dynamic and changing. So you know, there are competitors now that are incremental minor improvements on the Bolt EV. There are potentially ones coming out that are significantly improved depending on, you know, your use case and how you need to use the car. But either way, the Model Y is on the list. The Ford, I won't call it a Mustang, let's just call it the Mach-E to prevent any controversy. The Mach-E and the VW ID.4 are all in that compact SUV class that we would look at as a family. There's also used options. You know, there may be ways we kind of bridge the gap to the cars that are coming early 2021 with a used Bolt EV just like this one, but that's all for a future video. Just wanted to kind of, you know, put that in the mix as a 2020 decision that we have coming up. Big news for a lot of different reasons, but the first of which is we are going as Plug and Play EV to Austin. So Fully Charged Live comes up on February 1st and 2nd. Big opportunity to go and meet a lot of different people in the electric vehicle space. We're going to look at Rivian down there, I know will be there. I'm hoping to maybe see the Ford Mustang Mach-E. A lot of the cars that, you know, we'd maybe consider, as I mentioned in the other section of the video. So a lot of big stuff coming up for the channel this year, but that's going to be a massive road trip. There's a lot to consider and a lot to plan, probably, or we could just wing it and go. But I think I'll probably, knowing the way I like to do these things, I will take a look at the map and see which interesting areas we could stop at. Obviously the route over to Cleveland, Ohio we know pretty well, so that covers the first 700 miles or so quite nicely. Hit you know, southern Ohio over into Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, and then down into Texas, I believe, is the route. So lots of exciting stuff to plan, see where we can go. So if you know anything on that route, if you have any recommendations for places to stop, to explore, it'll be a, you know, it's a flying visit. I'm going to have to do this in 2 or 3 days depending on the departure time, so it'll be maybe a little bit rushed, but you know, if I have a chance to charge somewhere and I'm going to have to be stopping anyway, definitely interested to connect with people or take a look at recommended spots. Obviously a lot of this will be Electrify America, because that's, you know, one of the only ways to cross the country really outside of cities. So we'll see those stations. You know, reliability is improving with Electrify America. That's no doubt in my mind, now that having done that trip, you know, over to Ohio and back, where we could have used Electrify America, you know, exclusively. and the cost being reasonable, at least in the Bolt EV. Kia Niro EV and Hyundai Kona Electric owners have more problems with that, which I've written about, and I'll link in the comments below. But yeah, I'm excited to do it. It's going to be a big trip, I think. If you watch this channel, consider me your eyes and ears on the ground there. If you want me to talk to people, check out certain vehicles, I'll try and get as much as I can that I would be interested in, but I'd love to hear from you and what you'd like to see if you can't get down there. So yeah, exciting times. I'm pretty stoked, and it'll be a good trip. Lots to learn, lots to take video of, and aside from all the stuff I've still got to do from the previous trip over to Cleveland, it'll be a whole new batch of road trip videos, charging videos, you know, EV community videos, anything I can find. So I'm excited. I hope you are too. See you soon. Happy New Year.